Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and everywhere else I'm streaming. I'm Jovi Beauty, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Thank you all for coming. I am like a minute late. I don't even care, y'all. I was on the phone with my brother, trying to help him make a flyer for his new business. Shout out to him and having a damn business and not going back to jail. Anyway, before we begin, and I tell y'all about these Stevie J ass niggas, all right? Please don't forget to like this video. Hold on. That's to tell you I'm late, child. Like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. So please follow, please subscribe. And now let's drop this intro so we can talk about this bullshit. Okay, guys, so listen. This is a sub of all subs, and I don't even know if it's a direct sub, like if this person, Life Duchess, actually knows Stevie J personally, or if this just a sub based off of what is going on. Okay, listen, y'all know I got 2 articles. We is ready to go. Okay, we ready to go. But let's start with this. All right, I wanted to start with this because this is what jumped it off for me. I was here trying to decide what we're gonna talk about today, and I was like, you know what? I got a whole book. Okay, if you don't know, I have added the book. It is pinned to the comments. Okay, it is in the description. It is on my website. It is literally the only thing I currently got listed in the shop part of my website. How to know when a man is using you, y'all. I wrote this book over like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, not this year. 2020. I wrote this book. Like Faith Evans is too damn big and grown not to know when a nigga's trying to use you and take advantage of you for a place to stay, a place anyway. So Life Duchess, he said, child, bum niggas. Hold on, let me mute this because my brother got to send me information because, like I said, he opened the business and I'm here to support him. Okay, I got to make him flyers and shit. look at that, y'all. Normally, can I just real fast? Normally, y'all, I gotta deal with this thing. He was calling me, but like asking me dumb shit. You know when your little brother and they ask you just like, I got work to do. I have a life. But then, they call you and they ask you some real grown-up shit. Some real sis, help get my business together shit. And you just like, oh, give me an hour. Anywho, so let's do this. So listen. He says bum dudes like Stevie J and like a lot of y'all baby daddies, y'all know these niggas, okay? Not just trying to find a lonely shorty to stay at for the winter no more. We know that. We know right now they looking for places to stay, okay? It's about to get cold, okay? They homeboys is probably, the dude with the crib may have a girl, you already know how that go, right? So as soon as they homeboy got a girl, they got to find some place to stay. Right? Because they don't want to be outside in the cold. They can't just be outside standing up in the cold all day. They need to find a warm place to play the video games, okay? Someone who cooks and shit, okay? Who buys groceries. A woman who is a rider. She's a rider, she gonna die. Them type of chicks. Anyway, he said they seeing it through. Getting married, divorcing, and filing for child support. Wow. Child, if this ain't a direct shade to Stevie J, I don't know what the fuck is. Ooh, I was about to close the wrong thing. I don't know what the hell is, y'all. Listen, and it's true. I ain't even gonna hold you, but this is why I say, y'all know I believe in marriage. But I say all the time, like, marry people who are appropriate to marry. Don't be those chicks who, like, what was her name? Sherry Shepherd and them, who marry so far beneath you. You marrying a bum. Like, I don't even think you should date a bum. Like, why are y'all marrying the bum? so he can then turn around and get child support from you. These niggas taking your kid custody, from you, because you keep telling the motherfucker, you got it, you make how much a year, you this, and you keep wrapping your value around how much money you got, that you are attracting niggas who are on feminine bullshit. You are attracting the feminine ass, the women. Well, yo, this is so reversed and just deplorable. And like they're getting divorced and shit because it is abnormal to them. That's women behavior, to marry a man who can provide, right? These men, these broke ass niggas, are marrying women who have shit. So then when they, they get you pregnant, they use you up, and then they leave you for a younger bitch, and then you gotta pay his alimony. We see white women do it too. What's her name? Katie Clarkson, isn't it? Whatever, y'all know what I'm talking about. Did she just have to pay her husband child support for their kids and the kids he had before her because she stole him from another woman? Listen, we make some badass decisions, but you stole these badass decisions, you're gonna have to shit. You're gonna have to fucking stand in account for a lot of this shit that you made. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Child. Anywho. All right, so let me pull up the article. One of them. I got two. We ready? Y'all ready? First, we're gonna pull up the one that was yesterday, and then we're gonna pull up with today with him asking for money, child. So yesterday, this shit dropped. Okay, no, this dropped Friday. Okay, again, this is another reason why I always say you don't tell people, what you're thinking all the time, right? She needs to let everybody know that he is up against her, and they're going to get a divorce, and yada 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 yada. It's a 3-minute read. It said Faith Evans responded to husband Stephen Jordan's filing. Oh yeah, it is Stephen Jordan. Hold on. Stephen Jordan. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, save. All right. Sorry. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Faith Evans responded to her husband, Stevie J Jordan, filing for divorce during a recent interview with TMZ. She fucking having interviews with TMZ. Child, listen. According to court documents released to the public, the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star filed for divorce after 3 years of marriage on November the 8th in LA. Okay. Days later, the couple was seen frolicking at the beach after Evans posted a video of the pair doing cartwheels in Malibu. So let me say, so he has filed for divorce from you, and you are still here doing cartwheels and trying to trying to stunt, girl. Bye. What you think is gonna? When a nigga tell you he don't want you, let's deal with it, okay? Things began to take another twist when an old recording of Evans and Jordan arguing resurfaced online. In the clip, the reality star accused Evans of having an affair. Despite the cheating allegations, no evidence regarding that situation had been made public. On November 24th, Jordan put a rest to the cheating bit by uploading an apology video to his wife and denying that Evans stepped out on their union. All of this shit is for. Who is this for? Is this for Love and Hip Hop? Is this for Love and Hip Hop? Baby, if Faith Evans goes, y'all know I don't really watch Love and Hip Hop. Like, unless some wild shit happened and I gotta watch it. But like, baby, if Faith Evans joins Love and Hip Hop, we are watching, okay? We are here for the mess, okay? All right. During Evans' virtual appearance on TMZ Live on the 2nd, which was Thursday, the Love Like This singer shared an update to the couple's current relationship status. Evans who also opened up about her elimination from The Masked Singer, where she was performing as the skunk all season, told the outlet that the duo was doing just fine despite a hectic month. Are you? She said that they doing fine. Listen, so it's not just the mixed girls who are delusional as shit. She said that they're doing fine, but he filed for alimony today. But okay, sis. See what happens when y'all bitches not prepared? Y'all so worried about love and shit. This is what happens when you marry bums, boy. You marrying a bum, and you think because y'all friends, she know, and you know what? She know he a fuck boy. She has known him for what, 20 years, 30 years, 25 years, about 25 fucking years. They have known each other. She know this nigga trash, but for some reason she thought he wasn't gonna do it to her. From what I read, Stevie J got $5 million. That's his net worth. They saying she got like 9. I think she got more because again, she got, Biggie kids and all of this shit. She got a son from him, some shit. I don't remember. Like, what about any of that? Oh God, y'all marrying these broke ass bums. Anyway. She says Stevie's cool. He's in the kitchen right now, waiting for me to finish. But I stopped discussing my personal life in the public back in the 1990s. But he's fine and I'm okay. So it is what it is. No, the fuck, it's not. That's what she said. She said, "Girl, you stop discussing your life in public, but Stevie J is recording your shit and allegedly." In my head, he said that shit to Tasha. He needs clout so bad. And remember, he in Atlanta, Tasha in Atlanta, Tasha had the video. In my head, he sent it to Atlanta. He sent it to Tasha or gave it to somebody who's in communication with Tasha. Like, how the fuck did she get a video off your phone? Like, it's not that deep. It's not that simple, right? This woman, listen, I hate to see it, but it's like a fucking movie. But I hate to see it when you just know this woman is about to be just a wrecking ball, like a dump truck, like a parade of dump trucks is just about to come and just grade all over her fucking parade. And she is so in denial. She can save herself some heartache and shit, but no. I was 2 seconds away from asking if she's a fucking cancer masochist, but no, I heard she was a Gemini, which blows my mind. Oh, anyway. As Evans' response went viral, many claimed that Jordan had met his match when referring to the events that transpired during November between the couple. The reason behind this particular reaction from fans is because of Jordan's past of publicly cheating on his ex, Mimi Fawcett, with whom he shared a daughter with Jocelyn Hernandez while they appeared on Love and Hip Hop. We already know. These millennials don't know Faith like we do. He have officially met his match. Y'all better go watch some YouTube. Faith giving him his old medicine. I love it. That's right. None of y'all crusty ass businesses. Stevie met his damn match. She is his karma in human form. All of that is great, but he about to take half of her money. I listen, I'm quick to say I am your karma, bro. If you're trash, nigga, I'm gonna make you hold your head and fucking and cry, hold your head and bawl. That's what I say. But if you're a good dude, good dude, things happen to good people. Anyway, in addition to the match remark, other people pointed out how Evans appeared to be media trained when answering. Of course, she media trained. She came out in a time when people didn't just get on social. There was no social media, and people didn't just get on the internet or whatever, spewing shit. They actually had training and etiquette and shit, which y'all need to have for some of these new fucking artists. But whatever. Appeared to be media trained when answered the interview questions regarding her marriage. One wrote, "She is definitely media trained." Another said, "A he that a Hollywood laughs and reply, that's right, Faith, don't tell them nothing." And you shouldn't, because you sound like an idiot. The social media user claimed these celebrities should take notes from Evans' response when answering questions. That person stated, "A lot of celebrities need to aspire to answer questions like this." They need too much attention. The problem with most celebrities nowadays, can I just be honest, it's just, is that a lot of them don't have actual talent. And here, this is why I say this, because people with actual talent, like a Beyonce in the world, Beyonce performs to perform because it is her, right? It is her, is what God has blessed her to do, right? Certain people like that they're performers, they're singers, they're rappers, their shit come from the soul, right? But too many of these new age kids and people, I believe, and I say Cardi B is like this. Like, I know this other girl who's like this personally. Like, you want to be famous, right? You want to be a celebrity. You don't actually have talent. You don't actually have something you want to be famous at, right? You don't want to be like, you don't aspire to sing like, I don't know, baby, I don't know, Aretha Franklin, I don't know what the fuck. You just want to be famous. You just want the clout, right? That's why the shit don't work out, because they didn't think anything past. They don't have that much talent, and they haven't thought anything past just being famous, not actually what it takes to be famous, that work it takes for people with actual talent to put in to become who they are, right? That makes them stronger, that makes them more resilient or whatever. But half of these fucking new age people, they don't have to go through none of that. They don't even have to fucking check themselves or freaking YouTube or their Instagram comments. So you wonder why they stupid. There you go. I know that was a babble, but I don't care. Nonetheless, I've attached my book to the pinned comment. Let me take this damn watch off. I attached my book to the pinned comment, and also it's in the description, because I have no idea how y'all don't know when these niggas be using y'all, especially when it's this damn obvious. It's certain things that I just don't understand. I just don't understand. So now we wake up to this shit. Okay, well, this happened yesterday, but Stevie J filed for spousal support amid divorce from Faith Evans. 2 days ago, she said he was in the kitchen and it was all gravy. 2 days ago, she said he was in the kitchen and it was all gravy. They fucking doing backflips 2 days after he filed for a divorce. You talking about it's all great. He filing for child support. This seems like you think it can't happen, and it's happening before your eyes. And by the time you catch up, he's already 10 steps ahead. Cause she still, a lot of y'all still think a nigga's whole telling you, I don't fuck with you, he disrespecting you, he this, and then you surprised. This motherfucker whole telling her. He's just said, he doubled down on the divorce and put in for fucking spousal support. But she think it's all good. What in the divorce confusion mess is going on here? It appears as though Stevie J and Faith Evans are still following through on their plans to divorce, despite the pair having been back in November frolicking on the beach alongside one another. What does that mean? Because they was back flipping on the beach? Yeah, so did she hire a lawyer? Don't get set up. Y'all bitches, oh God. But we know she dumb, because it's the same girl who married Biggie in like 2 weeks or some dumb shit. Like, Jesus, when the world told you were special and the reality of it says you're not. Like, Jesus. According to legal documents obtained by the Blast, Stevie J has requested that Evans pay spousal support amid their ongoing divorce case. If approved, Evans would be ordered to pay a monthly fee to the hit-making producer, and she wouldn't be able to collect a dime from any of the money either. The divorce docs don't mention a prenup, which is odd considering both stars have amassed big fortunes from their music career. Stevie does not have a big fortune, okay? Okay, he been on Love and Hip Hop a couple times, but let's not act like he ain't got a million kids, okay? Stevie claims in a doc that the pair have been separated, and still, men like that, they don't ever, please. They have been separated since October the 19th. He says they've been, listen, she's still saying they together and it's good, boy. This nigga out here filed for divorce the beginning of November. He said y'all been separated since mid-October. And now he filing for alimony. What in the you better get a divorce lawyer, don't you understand? What in the nigga gonna get alimony and child support for kids that ain't even his, don't you understand? All right. Stevie claimed, okay, they've been separated since October 19th, citing irreconcilable differences as the cause for this split. He also asked the court to terminate Faith's ability to be awarded child spousal support. Well, see, okay. So not only, bitch. So while she's still here trying to pretend like she ain't getting, like a nigga ain't leaving her, okay? Because maybe she still thinks she bad. I don't know. While she's still here trying to pretend like he ain't leaving her and this is not, it's not happening. We watching it happen, sis. He's asking you for child support, and he just asked the judge to terminate your ability to ask for child support. So by the time you get it around your fucking head that this nigga means business and he about to take half of what you got, okay? And you can't do anything about it because you was so busy caught up in I've known him for how many years? So you should have known that he trash ass nigga because he did it to Mimi, he did it to Jocelyn, but for some reason you thought you was special or whatever. Bitch, y'all ain't never special, okay? I don't give a fuck how long you know him. You ain't special. You ain't special. To a dirtbag, you are all you are was an opportunity that he been building up for. Okay, he knew he was going to tap that ass and get that fucking and get you to eventually marry him one day and be able to get your money because you dumb. Men ain't stupid. That's why you don't keep these trash ass niggas in your life. You don't fuck with them. Don't fuck with them. Don't be answering their fucking phone calls. Don't be engaging with their dumb shit. Don't, because they really think they be out here trying to lie. Trash ass niggas be out here trying to line your asses up. Damn. Faith ability to be awarded child. He also asked the court to terminate her ability to be awarded child support. Well, that doesn't seem so nice, does it? Especially since Evans and Stevie have been trying really hard over the last month to downplay it. No, she has been trying to downplay. And even if he's trying to what does social media got to do with the courthouse? It doesn't matter if he's doing backflips on the beach. He didn't say anything. It doesn't matter if he's doing backflips on the beach. Let me tell you something. Don't get gassed up and be fucked up. Nigga telling you he divorcing you, nigga doing all this shit, setting you up, but because he take a picture with you and post it online, y'all think y'all good. Don't get got being stupid. Okay. On November the 8th, Stevie filed a petition for divorce from the coroner. Evans posted a video to her Instagram. We saw this video. What does that video mean? He still filed for child support. I mean, he still filed for divorce. Okay. Days later, the couple twisted divorce case took fans on yet another spin when a video leaked on Tasha K of Stevie allegedly accusing of him harassing her. We watched that video. Stevie's fucking crazy. But again, that's how they get you. These emotionally and mentally abusive ass men. So many of y'all have so much shit going on, right? We got these great jobs, we got these great things, but somehow you end up with these fucking fuck shits who just beat you down mentally and try to just suck everything fucking from you. They can't be life. But days later, the couple twisted divorce. Yeah, okay. In a short video, Stevie can be heard hurling multiple F-bombs and even calling Evans a B for allegedly sleeping with men in the house they share. Well, you know what is going on at this point, but hopefully these two can come to some sort of reconciliation if they haven't already. Listen. The reality is that he don't want to be married to you. He used you. You know what it is? I think some women don't like to admit to the fact that they got used. that they got played, and then a nigga used them for money. I think some, don't like to acknowledge that fact, right? Because I guess we're women, but too many of us, we don't know the fine art of being a woman, and we get caught up in these fucking with these nigger bitches. Because that's exactly, I don't understand how anybody could date Stevie J. Can I be honest? I could never date a man. I don't understand how women could even date half of the niggas that y'all fucking date. Like, what about Stevie J says date him, marry him? What about his past? What about who he is as a man? What about how he shows up? How he showed up on Love and Hip Hop? What about him and how he speaks to not only Mimi and but just like women in general? Told you it was a good idea for you to get with him, let alone fucking marry him. What about him trying to take advantage of Jocelyn and that whole situation with her management shit, and trying to take money from her, and trying to what about not comprehending that Stevie uses his penis to trap women financially? Just trap them like claws. He uses dick, like his dick probably got a hook in it, and just trap them like claws. What about watching that man do this for years to mad women, and you be his so-called friend, fuck buddy, what the fuck, and you get caught up in this dumb shit? Who the fuck told you were so special? Let me go to some of these comments. I have also dropped a link to my book, okay, How to Know If a Man Is Using You, because some of y'all bitches don't know, okay? It's on sale for the holidays, okay? It's $9.99. Get you a copy, okay? Link is everywhere. Link is pinned. Link is in the description, and you can just go to my website, jovibeauty.com, and it's in the shop. It's literally the only thing in the shop right now. Hey, Quana. Hey, Jada. Hey, Mommy. How are y'all? She said child support, spousal support, child support. He want every bit of support possible. We talking about bum niggas in general wanting to marry women, have babies with them. They out here breeding y'all just to take your baby. It's the new game. It's the new feminine man game. It's the new Kevin Samuels part 2.0. Y'all fucking sleeping. Hey Meek, hey Chantel, hey Shauna, Yolanda, hey Renetta, hey Swirl Girl, hey Brooklyn baby, how you doing? Hey Fashion Goddess. She said, I didn't know they were married until the news came they would get a divorce. Hey LaShauna, thank you so much. Again, please don't forget to like this video. Like it now. Don't like it later because you're going to forget. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. So please follow. Please subscribe. Please support the channel. All of that good stuff. Thoroughly appreciated. Okay. All right. Erica and Stevie, both Scorpios, and they beefing. Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. I've attempted to do it. I don't know why they are together. It don't even make sense. Exactly. And look what he did to Eve. Look, that's the thing. She has years of watching how this nigga, and it's not even because, again, if she would have got caught up in her 20s, you'd be like, she young and she dumb and she full of cum. Like Biggie and them, she found a motherfucker who was, ugly as shit and wanted to marry her, who was about to blow up and wanted to marry her within a week, and she did it to become Faith, right? She wouldn't have been Faith if she did that. She would have been Charlie Baltimore or something. She came and went. We wouldn't have known who the fuck she was. Charlie Baltimore, when Biggie died, Charlie Baltimore was with him, but she wasn't married to the nigga, so we don't really think about her. Nonetheless, Faith has been in this shit knowing these niggas for 25 fucking years. And she still got caught up. like a dumbass. She says Faith was hitting Stevie while they were together. Probably. Hey, Latu, how you doing, sis? Latu said they both trash. And to hit that like button. They are giving Meek said they are giving crackish behavior. I told a story last week when we first spoke about it, or whatever the fuck it was, like 2 weeks ago. Like, I remember back in the day, you know, me and my friends, 18, 19, whatever, we used to hang out in front of my homegirl building. She lived on this block. It was a real ghetto. Nonetheless, there used to be this crackhead couple, I swear to God, and it'd be like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, we young and doing dumb shit. We out there smoking on the stupid shit. And I swear to God, we used to just watch them run back and forth. The crackhead guy, used to be chasing his crackhead wife up and in the block. I don't know what the fuck. At least twice a week, these niggas would be outside running for like an hour. No, running up and down the block, screaming, and it was a whole fucking situation. That reminds me of Stevie J and Faith Evans. I said all of that to say they remind me of Stevie J and Faith Evans. The whole shit. I used to smile and just watch them go back and forth. Like, these things is crazy. That's the vibe I get when I was watching that whole Stevie J video. It was like when he was like, bitch. I was like, these are some crackheads. I'm like, this is how they do. 4 o'clock in the morning, lit out of their minds. He said money grab like Mary J. Again, all of these women marrying men who don't have nothing. Not even to say, like, I'm not saying, because, you know, some women, look at Rihanna. Who the fuck is Rihanna gonna marry, right? But like, these niggas have nothing. They have proven that they have nothing. Everything about them says I'm a leech. That's the thing. Everything about Stevie J for years have said I am a leech on women. I attach to a woman's, and I don't want to let go until I find a better, more, you know, woman that I could use to get more. That's why he went from Mimi to Jocelyn. That wasn't love. He just saw Jocelyn was popping, and then they was going on reality TV, and he recognized that, and he took advantage of her love for him until tried to trap her until she was able to get out of that shit. And then where he went to, the one he had in his backup corner, the one he had right here underneath, waiting. He had her waiting. Don't be stupid, ladies. I'm over it. I'm a Scorpio. That nigga is just fucked up. Yeah, he don't got no money. He got mad kids. They talk about he got $5 million. I think not. He probably got paid $5 million, but he got mad kids. Then a lot of them, you know, child support don't go away when these kids turn 19, 20. You got to pay all that shit back. He don't have nothing. That's why he was living or trying to mooch off of that. Remember that whole I'm married to Jocelyn shit. You know what I'm saying? He probably didn't do it because she didn't have enough money to take. That's it. She didn't have enough money to take. Look, and now even with the baby, remember when Jocelyn, side note, because y'all know I'm all up in the shit. But remember when Jocelyn was on Love and Hip Hop? No, not Love and Hip Hop. Celebrity couples therapy. Y'all know I love me couples therapy. They was on the same season as Bianca and JOV'S. They was on the same season as Bianca and Mustafa. That's the boy name. They was on the same season as them. Remember? Okay? And remember, if y'all don't remember, because I watched the shit, okay? So in case you didn't watch it. Okay, when she got there with her man Ballistic, shout out to her and her man. I fuck with them. They cool. I like them. Stay with him. Okay? Soon as they got there, Stevie J filed a fucking court order to try to take their child. So he can get, because he want to take the child so he could turn around and get child support. Remember, y'all know Stevie J ain't had no mama. His dad took him from his mama. So he's just a fucked up individual. I don't think he has any of that motherly, you know, I don't know. He doesn't, it's like, it does not equate with him. So yeah, he was trying to take that little girl, Remember? If you didn't watch, it was a whole thing. He went to court and everything while Jocelyn was in, I guess, trying, they had to lock him away for like a couple of days before they turned up on the show. Child, he waited till he knowing that she was doing this stuff, he waited till she was in the shit and then filed the whole shit to try to get custody of the child and for Jocelyn to pay him child support. Okay. The only reason that shit didn't work out is because Faith Evans allegedly, I don't know, her son, I don't know if it's the son she has with Biggie. I don't know if I don't know. It's a son. She has a son that is not all the way there. I don't know exactly what's happening with him. I just know he's not all the way there. And he allegedly hurt the baby, the little girl. Okay. So I think, after that, Stevie couldn't, what the fuck? Just him even telling Jocelyn about Faith cheating on him is the manipulative tactic. It's a manipulative tactic. Trying to get Jocelyn to feel bad for him. Hopefully he try to fucking steal her back from Ballistic or some shit. I'm not stupid. We're not stupid. None of us are dumb. He apologized and kept the thing and then doubled down and asked for spousal support. He apologized on the YouTube, but in the court documents, the white people shit where the shit really matters, and them how the court documents. I told y'all, don't respect the bitch that's on here talking shit. Respect what who we need. Can we give an honorary shout out right now, just real quick? An honorary shout out to the girl that Tristan Thompson got pregnant. I'm going to do a little mini video about that a little later. Today. I'm going to do it today. A recap. But shout out to her because the day we found out about the shit was the day that she dropped her baby. Shout out to that girl for having common sense. I told y'all. We found out because that girl's smart, yo. We found out because she went and filed for child support, paternity, and did it on the day that baby was going to be, knowing that baby was coming in the next day or two. What? The day we found out, the day she pushed that baby out. She ain't had to get on YouTube. She ain't had to get on Instagram and telling everybody her case and talking her way out of child support and running off at the fucking lip. No. Okay. So who cares what people think? The reality is, like, bitch, how much money you gonna have in your fucking pockets? Too many of y'all be worrying about the dumbest shit when you need to be worrying about, one, not dating a trash ass nigga like this, actually dating somebody who could actually do something for your family. Can you imagine being a woman and a man trying to be the bitch in the relationship? No wonder y'all fucking angry. I'd be angry too. Hey, Golden, how are you? Hey, sugar baby. Cynthia said, anyone that gets with Stevie J will be in a toxic relationship. Everything about Stevie J screams, I'm toxic. Stevie is not even, remember, I tell y'all, if you want to fuck a boy, fuck him for like 2-3 weeks, a month tops, and just block him. Don't ever talk to that nigga again. Don't feel bad. Don't feel nothing, because that's how they seep into your life and hook you with the hook dick. Anyway. Don't even fucking breathe near a nigga like Stevie J. I don't even understand why you would. Nothing about a motherfucker like Stevie J who trying to take a chick's children from her. You know what I'm saying? Who ain't been like, I can't do it. A man who doesn't financially take care of his child. They're like Bow Wow, where y'all want to be like, well, but he babysits his kid. Like, babysitting? Bro, I could get my mom to babysit. Like, your kid, like, men who cannot provide financially for my kid. I don't even understand why y'all pooms even get even kind of moist for a nigga. It's gross. It's gross. She said, not Charlie Baltimore. Well, she would be somewhere if Biggie didn't get caught up too fast on the first high yellow bitch he bet, that when he was popping, how he was black, ugly black. I think he like Guyanese or some shit. He ugly, black, fat. And then, she was beautiful and young, and you know how it is. And half these niggas got obsessed with white girls. Back in the day, they didn't marry white girls like that, but they went for the whites. So, he saw her and like they get married in like 3 days or some dumb shit like that. Child, I don't remember. Child, but then he started dating Charlie Baltimore. But he could have probably stayed with Charlie Baltimore, but he was already married to Faith, so he couldn't. Shout out to Charlie Baltimore, child, because if she would have met him first, she'd have got a ring and we would have known who she was, and she would have been the one probably caught up with Steve. No, hopefully not. Yeah, probably. No, hopefully not. Charlie Baltimore seemed like she had way more common sense. Remember, they said Faith boinked Tupac, and I believe that 100% that she boinked Tupac back in the day. Y'all think she fucked Tupac? I 100% believe she fucked Tupac. She a dumbass. If you dumb enough to fucking marry Stevie J after knowing him for 20 years and watching him dog bitches out all day long and thinking it can't happen to you, then you dumb enough to fuck your husband's fucking your husband's enemy. I know a girl who did that back in the day. It's the weirdest shit ever. Why would you do that? I don't know. The panda said, my God, the mommy issues of it all. He don't got no mommy. He ain't never had no mommy. Stevie J's issue. And you know what? He ain't never gonna be good for nobody. I told this man this the other day, but he's not one of them type of men. But I said this to him, and he was like, "You right though." Because I was talking about one of his friends, really, because I was being shady. But I said some shit. I was like, certain men aren't gonna be shit until they mama die. They go run home ass niggas, and they can't do nothing. They gotta run home to mommy and let the mommy take care of them. Mommy 60, they damn near 40, but they gonna run home, them niggas can't be nothing. They treat their mamas like their wives. They never gonna be shit until their mama die, right? But Stevie J, that's a whole different sort of trauma, because that's the trauma feeling like your mama abandoned you, regardless of whatever the fuck, feeling like your mama abandoned you. You can't trust no woman because even your mama didn't want you. Who else gonna want you? That's that kind of emotional vibe. He tried. Yes. That's the only reason he was with Rosalind, to use money. He was with Mimi because Mimi was a footstool, and let him. If Stevie is not getting a come up, he's not with it. He was with Eve until Eve didn't want to be with him no more. And then what did he do? He dropped a sex tape. Y'all remember Eve's sex tape that came out back in the day? That was Stevie J. What about Stevie J? Thank you, Renetta, because I be forgetting sometimes, y'all. What about Stevie J and men like that? That's again, it blows my mind. And not even if you don't even know these niggas, you could literally. They can only keep up the front but for so long. Like, you literally have conversations with these men, and that when you talk to people, they would tell you who they are. You just have to listen. And listen. Hear them. Hear what niggas is telling you. When people are telling you who they are, believe them. Don't say, no, he better than that. He could be better than that. He ain't never been better than that, but you think you gonna make him better than the fuck he ever been in his life because you and your pussy special. Yes, from her soul, because she know that man just using her. But she knew she came to that conclusion. She didn't want to. We don't ever want to, but she came to that conclusion. She know what it was. He tried to take advantage, try to take her baby from her so he can get spousal support, so he can get child support. He don't want that baby. He just want to fuck Jocelyn's life up because she won't allow him to fuck hers up no more. That's all that is. He don't want that baby. Yeah, somebody said he's autistic. Okay. Again, I don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. We weren't there. I don't know. But from what we comprehend, the boy hurt Bonnie Bella. She's like, what, 4 now? 5, some shit like that. She's a baby. To me, she's a baby. So, whatever. Oh, the son from the second marriage. Okay, Rosa. She said, I'm late. I must have missed the part where Stevie lost his mind. Girl, you and me both. Girl, Marsh, if nobody should have known better, listen, even if you don't know, if you want to be stupid and say, you know what, I met this guy and he faked it and I just tripped up and I fucked up. All this dumb shit. I still think, bitch, are you 12? What are you talking about? Right? But okay, whatever. But like, she has known Stevie J for 20 something years. Ain't no nigga I know for 20 something years could Spoonie G me. I know him already. I know he's trash. I know he's trash. Just because he your friend don't mean he don't mean you should date him. I say all the time, me and my ex-husband, what do I tell y'all? I said we would have been great as friends if we would have just stopped at being a friend, at being friends. If we would have stopped at friendship, we'd have been great. Just because you're cool with somebody don't mean you should fucking marry them. Just because you know them and y'all, don't mean shit. Role reverse. I was just speaking to somebody. Well, the guy that I'm seeing about this, because he really don't like this shit. He is very much anti role reverse. Y'all know how I give it up. So if he's dating me, so you already know what it is. He says this all the time, like women, too many women do too much. Like you ain't got to do nothing, or you ain't have to do none of that shit. You don't have. That's why I said don't ever leave with what you do. I don't even listen. If a nigga start asking me about what I do, I give the most bullshit answer. And if he goes in, like continues to go in, and like he needs to know all my business, it's not, to me, it's not attractive. Me as a woman, my value isn't tied up in what I do at all. How much I make, what I do. As a woman, that's not your value. It don't mean nothing. Bitch, it don't matter. I swear to God. It don't matter if you make minimum wage or if you make $100,000 a year to a dude who fuck with you. Whether he's a millionaire, as long as he's fine, he don't give a shit if you make $11 an hour or if you make just as much as him. But if you make just as much as him, please don't mention it every other day. That's the problem. Your fucking your value as a woman, ladies, is not tied up in what you can provide financially. It's not. She thought, right? Yeah, that's how they get you. That's another way they get you. Hey DC, how you doing, sis? Then what I make. Girl, these women out here are taking less than what they got. I don't think, again, you need to know what he makes. That's his job. I've never really been with a nigga that was so caught up in what the fuck I have financially. Even when a nigga was annoying and a pain in my ass, like Gemini. Y'all remember? You never cared what the fuck I made. These niggas, they don't give a fuck. If they're okay, they don't give a fuck. They will move you whole in their house with no job. You know what I'm saying? But no, y'all want to go after the dudes who are impressed and looking for a bitch who makes more money than him so he can get over, so he can be the woman and rest in the femininity you should be rested in. Help us, Jesus. Help him, Jesus. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how the fuck do I explain it without, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was looking for something. Hold on. Again, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on my other social media platforms. Okay, I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Okay, so please follow, please subscribe. Okay, I'm here looking for one thing. I was looking for something. And also, don't forget to join our membership. Membership is $10, $9.99 a month. Hold on. It is $9.99 a month. You can find the membership information on next to the subscribe button. Members, I read their comments more. We have a members only group. We have members only videos. We have a lot of fun. So join us. What am I looking for? I'm looking for, okay, hold on. I'm looking for this. That's what I was looking for. Hold on, just 1 second. So yeah, don't forget, join our membership. Okay. Okay. The two said, Faith seems the type that doesn't want to be alone. That desperate shit will get you fucked up. A nigga could smell desperation on you. When you know better, you do better. Please. Black women who aren't, listen, this is why, again, I say our value is not caught up in what we make. Okay? Bitch, your value is not caught up in what you make. Stop bragging. Your friends are who you brag to. Okay? Your female friends, your family, that's who you brag to about your new shit and your this and your that. You let that nigga. I had a girl. We have a member. I'm not gonna say who she is. We have a member who hit me up on IG. To basically, her and her man were watching one of the videos and he's having some money issues, right? And I guess she's trying to be helpful. And I had to put her on, no, bitch, don't be helpful. Let that nigga struggle. Let that nigga struggle. He wanted to go sell his car. She was like, no, I'll give you some money. Let that nigga sell his car. Let that motherfucker do what he has to do. Because if you gets given the money, he gonna be shamed. If he take it and he happy, that ain't the nigga you want to be with anyway. You should be happy that he's ashamed. If that nigga is not ashamed that you bring him food, he ain't give you the money for you to bring him food. If he don't fucking pull out money and give you money back, right? If he's not ashamed of not being able to do what the fuck and working hard to make sure that he can, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? So you want the nigga that's just gonna from jump leeching off of you and you smiling about it. I got you, babe. It's cool. So now a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, you complaining because of what? You already set yourself up with that first, it's okay, baby. I got it. I make blah, blah, blah. I'm good. So just set yourself up for the takedown. The panda said, Black woman, just because I don't need my husband to get a mortgage signed for a credit card when I'm dating, I'm broke. I support in a womanly way only. What I do is not important to the man. I support in a womanly way only. 100%. You got to and people say that, you got to comprehend that. It's real easy. I support in a womanly way only. I rub your back. I massage you. You be working hard all day. All that beautiful shit. I cook for you. You buy the groceries. You know what I'm saying? I make sure shit run well. That's what I do in a womanly way. You know, because that at those points you are not nagging. You're not, because you don't have you don't have stress. Yeah, I'm not thinking about what I'm taking an L. That's what makes chicks nag and angry, right? Knowing, say what you want, ho. Say what you want. I want to help him. It's great. I want to support him. I want to build him. I'm riding with him. I'm gonna build him up. All this shit. You're gonna build him up for him to leave you. Nonetheless, you know, I'm doing all of this. I'm a ride or die. You know, but in your mind, bitch, say what you want. We talking among us ladies, among us girls here at the beauty shop. Stop playing with me. The beauty school. You already know what it is. You mad as hell. You mad as hell. You got to get that nigga 50 cent. You mad as fucking hell. Okay? I be mad as hell too. Mad as hell. You should be mad. Yes. Don't tell them you don't have nothing, bitch. You don't got nothing. You need it from them. You fucked up, ho. I'm okay with even lying about your profession if you don't want to. I don't tell nobody I'm a YouTuber. That's one thing. I don't tell anybody what I do. I say I ain't even gonna tell y'all what I say, but I say bullshit. I say bullshit on purpose. I'll say like after the fact we start dating and I'll mention it, but still I will block my whole. You're not allowed to look at my shit. I'm secretly blocking me from all your devices before you should stop. You don't know. You don't. Yes. Yes. And then they wonder, and then they gonna sit up angry and bitter talking about black men ain't shit. No, the black man you chose ain't shit. Because I know a lot of black men who aren't like this. Listen, I don't date black men like this. I don't know. I don't know a lot. I know a lot of people who don't date fucked up black men. So they exist. But again, if you only are looking for the sexy trash, well, sexy trash gives you sexy trash. Okay. Hey, Uni. Thank you for subscribing. What? What's a POS? What's a POS? He's marrying. She's mad at y'all because y'all don't want to play into her bullshit ass game. I'm not playing these games. Point of sale, yeah, but what is another POS? Because that's not what she talking about. Urban Dictionary. No, it should be point of sale. That's not it. Piece of shit. Okay. He's marrying her because they have a court date in January and he hasn't paid ish. So he's marrying her so he don't have to pay child support. She is not only disappointing to herself, she's disappointing to those fucking children she has with this motherfucker. So she's just going to let him live there and for her and her kids to struggle more. Damn. And then she mad at everybody else because she chose to struggle. She chose to set herself up with a nigga who's going to give her a lifelong lesson in struggle mania. Jesus help her. Girl, I do. So, like, I don't want no man, like for real. I need him to feel, even because y'all know I'm quick to be like, okay, I cook and I bring you food. This nigga, I do that shit all the time. This nigga send me money all the time because he be like, just don't bring food out of your house. He gets upset. I be like, nigga, you bought all of these groceries, but okay, like, okay, yeah, groceries over here, groceries over there. Give me grocery money for my house, give me grocery money for your house. It's groceries all day long. You paying it. Jada watching from the TV. I tell men I live in a halfway house. Fuck it. Tell them you rent a room. If you young, tell them you live with your parents. Okay. Tell them your daddy pays your rent. Okay. If you're young, if you're less than 20, if you're in your 20s, lie and say your daddy pay your rent, your daddy pay your car note. Okay. You're struggling, bitch. You're struggling. Okay. You're struggling. Okay. This nigga about to buy me a car. Sorry. I live in New York City. This nigga about to buy me a car, and y'all here struggling for child support. I don't even have a child for it. Listen, y'all here marrying niggas so he can avoid child support payments? Bitch, I cannot. Nothing. Shit. She said, right, I used to have to do that, give man money, but I left him and I'm happy with my husband now. Like, fucking, and then listen, they do this, they leech off of you because they're big men children, right? They're men children, big men child, but then be mad at you because See, that's why these niggas is out here so angry, right? They can't get their man shit together, right? They sit up like right now. I told you, me and this guy that we was having a conversation about a couple things, a couple people, like, and like some of the people and it's crazy. And I said this, some of the people, like, it's like, they broke as a joke. They broke as a joke. They don't want to do nothing with their lives. They live off of women, go from one woman house to another woman house, bouncing from place to place because they choose to have no stability, right? They'll DoorDash shit. They're DoorDash the shit just to have some gas money to put in their damn car. But like, really, like, you can't do nothing. You have children, right? You go pick up your children, you babysit and shit, but you can't actually provide for them, right? Let me tell you, a man who can't actually provide financially for his children, it's disgusting. I don't care if you talking about, oh, I babysit my kid every day. That's what they say, because again, you can't babysit your own kid. Y'all know I know that, but that's what them niggas say. I babysit every day, right? But like, you don't provide anything to their maintenance, and children are expensive. Jesus help us. Thank y'all. I don't know. I try not to be. I know I'm a little better. He's marrying him, so the restraining order will be null and void. God damn. So it's a restraining order? So he beats her ass. And she want y'all to be supportive of it. Yeah, I'm disappointed. Girl, send her this video. I don't know about Kevin. Length of marriage matters in divorce and alimony calculations. Yup. People thought faith was better than marriage. Apparently not. Yep. Yeah, my money is fun money. My money is what I do with my friends. It should be, like I pay my bills and shit, but like, my money is like, especially if I live with a man, I don't even understand. If I live with you, I'm not paying mortgage or nothing. My money is the shit that I buy for what I want to buy. Like shit for the house. Shit, I don't like doing shit like that. I buy shit like that with my money. Don't ask me to pay the fucking mortgage. I'm not doing it. I've been there already. I don't work like that. Yeah, like, yeah, and it Cash App, like, what? Money giving y'all. The minute y'all start giving men money, Jesus. And again, I've been there. I've done that I remember when I was married, child, I would have to leave. And it's so nerve-wracking, especially half of these niggas want to try to pretend like they ain't a bitch and need and ask you for money, right? Like, just, I remember even trying to like just leave it, like, cause you don't want to leave it on like the night table, like they're a whore. Like, it used to stress me out. This before Cash App and all of that shit. This back when I was 20 and married, 20s, in my 20s and married and dumb and shit. But like, it would stress me out. Like, where would I even leave it to not make a nigga feel like I had to leave him some money like a hoe? Couldn't leave it on the nightstand because the nigga might feel away, okay, let me leave it on the table or in the kitchen or some shit. Like, it's just nerve-wracking. And like they mad at the fact that they gotta ask you for shit. They mad at the fact that they gotta ask you for shit, and they wanna take it out on you because they worthless. Child. She ain't yet. They going to. She ain't going. Jocelyn would have to be a whole dun to leave her man to go back to no fucking Stevie J. She not doing that. She over that. It's supposed to be the other way around. women manage the household. Men work, they bring it home, and the woman writes the checks and manage it, because men can't do shit like that. They're not, most men, unless they, got financial training and shit. Women run homes. This shit is backwards. If you give in and demand the check, it's backwards. You lost. You've lost. You've lost already. She said, I know a man chick who has a working man. He makes more than her and got more benefits on his job than her. And he has his own account and she don't. Her money goes into their joint account. And she got to ask him for money, and he determines if it's something she should buy and how much she gets of her own money. So when that nigga leave her, does she think, can I ask a question? I just read you said they're not married. So when he leave her, after he took everything and he got everything now, and he found a bitch that's not dealing with it, what is she gonna do? Is she gonna tell him to give me my money back that you got in your bank account? What is she gonna do? Oh, okay. Huh. Jada, you already know. These girls, I don't understand. They mad at everything. Somebody said they mad at everything, child. They mad at the women who don't want to deal with their shit. They mad at their friends who work. Child, they mad. I knew another nigga. This is not the same dude. I'm not dating this person that I'm telling you this story. It's actually a family member told me this story. They, was at their friend house, and they've been friends since high school or whatever. And a friend, I guess their friends still live in the same apartment that their moms lived in, right? They basically have the same bedroom that they grew up in, right? But it's like a couple of the siblings that live there. They pull shit together and they pay the rent, whatever. I don't think this one has a job, or his job ain't really that great. Nonetheless, the person who's my family member, stays there sometimes. And one time the guy started saying, anybody who stay here, anyone, they gotta give them like $40-$50 something towards the water, the rent, the snacks you fucking eat. You know what I'm saying? $40-$50 for the night. And the family member of mine felt the way about it. And at first I was like, no. But then the reality is, like, that nigga still got bills. Like, that man has bills. Like, me and you got bills. I got rent every month. Right? Y'all got rent every fucking month. We got bills every month. That shit don't stop because you don't feel like doing shit today. Like the niggas who don't want to pay alimony or do shit for or child support, right? Oh, I don't have it this month. Your child still has to eat. Your child, somebody has to still wash their clothes, buy their groceries, pay to get their hair done, fucking pay for the soap that washes their asses, right? Somebody has to do that. It's just wild to me. But I say that also, it's like, you're mad because this boy is saying, like, if you want to stay here, if you would have stayed at a hotel, you would have paid more. He's like, yo, give me something, 40, 50, something, you have towards my home. I still got to pay. We still have to pay this fucking rent. Right. Like, in the other guy I was telling you about, it's like we was having this conversation. It was like, people mad. And I find it, certain types of personalities, again, men be mad because they want to be able to leech off of everybody. And if someone or something creates a situation where they can't just leech when they feel like it, that becomes a fucking problem, right? That's why they don't like, anything that stands in the way of them being able to come and get a free fucking ride is a problem. Anything or anybody. What does this have to do with anything? Can I just ask that, Angela? Just real quick. So that's we started this whole video. We start a lot of our videos off by Y'all say some dumb ass shit, sis. I was gonna say that's some stupid ass shit. Cause it don't matter what the nigga look like. He, no, nobody want a ugg mug ass nigga, but like, I don't give a fuck. Y'all always dating fine and broke. Fine and broke as hell. Like, to me, fine has started to equate to broke as hell. Like, men go after fine women they find physically attractive. White women don't do that. Asian women don't do that. They go after men who are financially responsible, who can provide. Not fine. Fine is your third marriage. After, like, fine? No. I don't give a fuck if he fine. Oh, God. Also, he just got back from driving her car with the next bitch to Massachusetts. Car broke down. Now he driving her other car to work, if he even working. No, he driving her other car to his other bitch's house. Girl, if she like it, you love it. You don't have to front. You don't have to whatever. You be like, bitch, when you decide to have common sense and see that this nigga is trash in your life, I'm here for you, sis. But until you don't actually have to deal with it, because it's depressing. I honestly don't even want to have friends who live like that, because I feel like if you living like that, then you're basically, then you are who you hang around with. I don't want to have friends who are that dumb. I don't want to. It makes me look bad. It makes me look bad. Can you imagine? I'm trying to get a great, decent dude, and I decide to go, I want to go out on a fucking date on a group date with my friend, with this couple, or that couple's date with my friends, and we can't because her nigga ain't got no money, or she got to give her nigga money, to pay their bill, or my dude got to pay the whole bill because, and I'm not gonna make him pay because, like, I'm not gonna make her pay, if her nigga money. Like, it's just like that looks bad. That reflects bad on not only her, on you too, because that's your fucking homegirl. If she'll accept it, you'll accept it too. That's how I think. She said he got a DWI. Oh my God. Been with him, and he was cheating on his wife with her. Then they got married after they both divorced, and he cheated on his other two wives too. Yes, of course he left them struggling. Everything about everything you telling me he does says he's gonna leave her struggling. Is it the dick? Is it the dick? I'm about to drop the link. Is it the dick? Ain't that much good dick in the world. Is it the dick? Because this is what I'm saying. Y'all be caught up on the wrong fucking look. Good dick is great. Him being attractive, and you being attracted to him. Yeah, of course. I don't want to date no nigga I'm not attracted to. Okay, but like, fine. I don't want fine. I don't even want fine. Okay, number one, I don't want fine. Fine equates to broke. Okay. Too cool. You ever notice them? It's always the nigga who's so cool, right? He just talk a great one. The showboating ass, show pony ass nigga. I don't like men like that. I like men who are quiet and walk with a big stick. You know why? Because they fucking too busy making money to talk shit. And guess what? Niggas who don't have nothing to do, all they do is fucking fuck all day, because all they got time to do is cheat and fuck all day. Other grown ass men work, and then they come home and they want to go to sleep because they too fucking tired from actually working and paying fucking bills to have the strength or the time to go drive to fucking Massachusetts. Jada, they're driving to fucking Massachusetts.
Child, listen. First of all, hello, loving the hair, okay? Hello to everybody in the chat. But child, listen. I have been amazed at this close person of mine, okay? And when I say I'm not just speculating, I'm saying I have to deal with them often. And I be looking like, are you okay? Are you crazy? Or
You're like, you don't see
because
how I live? What's wrong with you, girl?
right, I'm like, and I've had this talk with like different people around us as well. Like, listen, tell me if I'm wrong for, every time there's some little odd thing going on, she don't seem to be bothered by it, but he playing her all the way. Okay, so yeah, he cooks. He does cook. I ain't gonna kid y'all. The man does cook. He cooks way more than not. But that's
They
because he
all
trying
and
to make sure.
beat up. They always
Listen,
cooking.
no, it's control though. He
Mm.
controls what she eats. Cause at a certain point, we Southern. At a certain point, my mother called and said, "Hey, I realized that when such and such comes over, they've stopped eating my food. Have you heard anything? Was it something wrong with the food one day?" I was like, listen, I don't know if you realize it, but he controls everything. And the moment that she had like a little belly pouch, suddenly her whole thing had to change. She had to eat when he said eat. She could only eat certain stuff. She couldn't go out to eat with her friends no more because he needed to maintain what it was she was eating.
Mm-hmm.
Then he had her working out, which is fine, but she's small. She's small, y'all. So I'm like, I don't get it. So I'm like, bro, if she working out, what you doing? Because I see you got this belly going on. You done grew a whole belly in the last 3 years. And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure I get in the gym, and which he did. He got in the gym. But I noticed he got in the gym after there was a birthday celebration for him, and a certain young lady comes standing up talking like she was the mistress. I was ready to fight, but everybody else, was kind of calm. And I'm thinking like, wait a minute. This chick done said stuff like, oh, I just want to thank her. I don't know what type of wife he got, but he be picking me up in the middle of the night to take me to work. And yes, yes. And she
Could
was like,
never be
and
me, baby.
never be me. And she like, and then because they work together, he's her boss. So she like, yeah, and then like, when I'm getting off work, or excuse me, when he's getting off work, he will wait 2-3 hours until I gotta get off work just to make sure I get home safe. And she just up there talking, and I'm like, so nobody ready to jump her? She literally telling us who she is. Because first of all, how she even get invited to this party? This was an exclusive family and friends only. So how did the girl from the job get to come here? Then she was like, oh, and let me tell y'all about this one night, because I'm not allowed to actually call him. So, he pulled up in this car, and I'm like, is this him? So, I hurry up and called real quick and asked him, was it him? And he was like, well, you ain't supposed to call, but yeah, it's me. Come out. So I hung up and I come out, and the car is nice. Y'all, the
She not
car,
supposed to call.
she not supposed to call. Okay, I'm telling y'all, she telling us all the clues. The car that she got in at 4 a.m. in the morning was my relative's new car. It was my relative's new car, expensive, new, special edition car. And this chick got in it. Now, here's the thing. When I talked to my relative, she said, I told him to stop way back when I had the other car. So if he drove her in the new car, that means he didn't stop. Wait a minute.
You already
Your
knew.
husband has the potential to cheat. Why is he picking up some other broad at 4 o'clock in the morning? See, now I know the reason why he was mad at me for not picking up his daughter for him when he called and asked me to pick up his daughter when I'm way 40 minutes away already at my destination. You want me to
Yeah.
go back and pick up your daughter, but you ain't even due for work yet. So what's going on? Because he done
Cause
picked
he,
up this broad.
there you go. Cause he out there bucking and sucking.
Right. So it was like real odd and different, okay? And just the thought that even after that you still letting him control the bank account. So he has his own account. His own account. And he puts whatever he feel like in the joint account, and she has no private account. Her money goes into that. So that means all her money is being helped to pay the bills, to pay for whatever going on. When her daughter had a prom at the same time that his son had a prom, he paid for half the amount of the car for his son for prom, an actual car to have, not rent, to have. But her daughter had to pay for her own prom dress. She still did not get a car even for graduation. She like, we don't have the money. What?
No, bitch. I see now.
What is
I
you
can
doing?
now I want to choke her ass out because it's
You
bad
feel me?
enough.
I'm like, you take care of your child. What is going on?
It's bad enough you letting him dog you like that. You teaching your daughter to allow a nigga to dog her like that. Like
Right.
why she gotta lose because you obsessed with this nigga's dick.
Thank you. I'm like, listen, you only got 2 kids. One is the daughter that had graduated, and then the other one is the one that they ended up having together, which, you know, he let us all know that she was supposed to been on birth control, and clearly she stopped taking it. So he said, if you want this baby, it's yours. So you can no longer go nowhere. You can't really go out and do nothing. You must go from work to church and different places that I say you can go to.
What is happening, Jada?
I don't know. I'm like, oh my goodness. Where did you come from? Because we
Where
were
did she
all
come
raised
from? Like,
together.
what the hell?
We were all raised together. The women in our family are most likely players. Okay. For majority of the women in our family, they're like, you know, little players. They get their way, you know. So where did you come from? We were all raised tight knit together, and you got a whole man controlling you completely.
Bag, sis. You losing. Oh my
You losing the bag.
God.
He getting the bag.
He
That's who
getting
getting
the
the bag.
bag.
She ain't getting nothing.
Oh
And
my
she like, well, he
God.
take care of the bills out of your money.
No, you don't. No, he
Well, he
doesn't. She
cooks.
takes care of the bills.
Yeah, she taking care of it. Majority of the money that pays for the bills is yours, sis. It's coming out of a joint account where all your money go to. And what is you talking about? I got to cash app you to his cash app account. Don't you got a cash app account? And she like, yeah, but you know, I don't like people to send me stuff through that. Just, I only allow him to send me money. You crazy. What is you talking about? Don't no woman says that. No woman says that. So that lets me know that he's controlling things. I looked up one day, we talking about stuff, and I had to go and ask another relative like, hey, listen, something is wrong here, because she went to go and pay for chicken. Listen, y'all, she went and paid for chicken. The chicken was $60. It was to take to an event. It was $60 for the chicken, right? It came up to 80 something dollars. She had to call him and get permission for another 20 something dollars to be cash app to her so that she could pay for this chicken for the event going on at his church.
No, sir.
I was like, oh, so that's coming out the church money? She was like,
Oh, see,
no,
but then
that's something we're doing.
that's also church. That's also that Bible manipulation.
Oh
That's
my
her being
goodness.
stupid, but that's also that Bible manipulation. But where in the Bible says that the woman provides? Because the church that
Thank
I
you.
went to, you know, I don't do church, but the church that I went to, the women all wore dresses, the men took care of the bills, the women didn't have to pay shit.
You feel me?
Like
And you
they
know what,
push
Misha,
that.
you said where the
Women don't
brothers
pay
and the
nothing.
cousins. Listen, the brother and the cousins are around, but see, the brother and the cousins don't know what all the women know because we sit around and watch her work. So when we say something to the fellas, they looking at us like, oh, y'all need to mind y'all business. That's a good brother. He be in church. He
Because
be
they don't
doing
know
this, that, and the third.
yeah.
I'm like, are y'all for real? It's like he paying the bills. How y'all know it? She has no
They see
personal
the
account.
surface. They see the
They see the
surface.
surface. He got a
They
good
see.
job. That's a good man. He go home cooking. We don't cook for our wives. I'm like, oh my God,
But
y'all
you
don't
pay
see it.
bills. Guess what? I don't need you to cook for me if you're paying the fucking bills. I don't ever need
Girl,
you in the kitchen. Ever.
girl. Well, first of all, I do like to giggle and laugh and say she don't know how to cook anyway, but it's still because he wants to control what it is she eats.
Yes. Oh my God. That's church manipulation. That's how they get you. Deacon so-and-so, he's so great. And when he leave her high and dry, it's going to be all her fault.
Right. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, okay, so now we just gonna go ahead and wait until the day that we look up and he's no longer really showing up at home to find out that he done moved in with the new chick like he did with her, moved in with her, told her to
But
put her
again,
husband out.
how you get them is how you there you go. How you get them is how you lose them.
Right. I'm like, you see, when his other wife was sick, he left her. And that was before they were cheating before she even got sick. Then she got sick and he left her high and dry with her money. And then when she died, listen to this, y'all. When the woman died, he was with my sister, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he had a daughter, a teenage daughter. He went to the house, got all of her nice, beautiful furs, clothes, shoes, and had a garage sale and left the daughter high and dry to be living with the grandparents.
And she married this bum.
And she married the bum.
And
You
she
hear
get
me?
you know what? You know what?
Left her
You know what?
first.
She getting her, you know that karma we love to talk about?
Yes. Yes. That's why I be like, you know what? Sometimes I gotta shut up. I gotta shut up because maybe she just getting
This is her
what she's
karma.
supposed to get.
She done stole somebody's husband. She done destroyed her marriage. She done let him fuck over his own children. Like, this is her karma. She's welcome.
Yep. Right. I'm like, oh my goodness. And you know, sister to sister, I'm like, sis, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, we black, so first of all, it's black first and then my sisters, right?
Mm-hmm.
So sis, why we gotta let, why we gotta let men do us like this? Like, sis,
Thank
what
you.
did you do?
Hold on. Thank you, female rap elite, for the donation. Thoroughly appreciated. Thank you so much. I wanted
Hey,
to
LaRon, shout out to you.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy? I'm like, oh my goodness. And somebody asked, was she being abused? Truth is, I don't really know. She don't speak about it. I've only seen one instance, actually maybe even two, but she says it wasn't that. So again, we didn't see it. One, she was in the neighbor's house one day. It was a neighbor. She came over visiting over to one of my sisters in them houses, and the neighbor had her daughter over there and playing video games with the kids. She go over there. She a big kid herself, right?
Mm-hmm.
She go over there. She get on the video games with the kids. He ready to go because she taking too long over there. He goes over and snatches her out the house, cussing her out because she over there with the man and their kids, right? So she might have been over there maybe 3 minutes. It was a real quick thing. I think she walked in the door, seen him playing the game, and got on it, and then he went over there, snatched her out the house. She says, yeah, he did snatch me out the house, but all he did was yell on the way home. Nothing else happened, right? Fast forward to almost like a year later, she had a missing tooth on the side of her mouth. She said she had to have it taken out. I'm thinking like, well, when did you have to have it taken out? Because you didn't call and tell us nothing. She a hypochondriac. So I can't imagine that she didn't call around to her family complaining about having to have her tooth removed. And why was the tooth removed? Was it rotten? They just removed the tooth out of your mouth? You ain't in pain? You ain't hurting? We just look up one day and you got a missing tooth on the side of your mouth. It's like in the front side of her mouth. And she like, you know me, I'll crack that joke. I'll be serious about it, but I'll crack that sarcastic joke. So what do you do? Knock you in the mouth? And she like, what? What? Why would you even ask anything like that? No,
you look like you got your mouth. No, you look like you got your teeth knocked out. So I'm asking.
You look like you got your tooth knocked out. And so then everybody else looked at me and then looked back at her. And they like, are you sure? Because see, that tells me the other women in the family is thinking about it too.
Everybody
like, wait, that does make sense.
You just the only one saying it out loud.
Yeah, because I want her to understand that we will be there for her if she wants us to. But, being beat on, we not accepting it. I know we have a Southern blooded type of family where sometimes the women have been taking abuse for years. I still got an uncle. He every bit of 80 something years old. His wife is in her 70s and he's still beating on her. I'm like, you ain't shot that man yet? I know you're my uncle, but you ain't shot that man yet?
You're not beating me to death, boy. Like, I don't understand that. Like,
So
I'm
you
not.
been beating her since a teenager, from what I
That's
hear, and I
your
still
life.
have seen him beat her up.
Can you imagine your whole life some nigga beating you up? That is, God blessed you with one life. We don't know if we're gonna get reincarnated. We don't know even if we die after, if we going somewhere, if it's just a blink. We don't know.
Right.
But we gonna waste that one life getting our asses whooped by a nigga who said he love us.
Right. For
No,
over
baby.
50 years, she's been beat by this man.
That shit
And it
brings me
don't be like,
pain.
it's stuff that I've seen is not where she's been doing something. And I jump up every single time. And then it's like, it's kind of like, hey, leave it alone, because
You
she been
can't
taking
help
this all this
her.
time. She
Yeah.
don't want nobody to help her. She gonna stay there. And I be thinking like, oh my God.
And then
Okay,
we
well,
gotta
I'm out.
think
I'll
about
see y'all later. Cause see, I can't sit around that.
all of their children, all of their grandchildren, like this,
He,
like
he beat the kids, but see, when the kids got older, from his 2 daughters to his 2 sons, when they got older, they started fighting back, and he kicked them out. And I'm just looking like, oh, this man, why y'all ain't put a bullet in him yet? Excuse my French,
no, but it's
but
true. But
y'all
then
ain't made
turn
him peach
around.
cobbler pie so he could breathe and die. What are y'all doing?
Oh my God, girl. Oh my
So
God,
that's why I'm like,
girl.
I know we're Southern people, and so and I ain't even gonna say Southern, city people do it too, but I know I've seen it a lot with
It's a lot more in the
some.
southern, in the south.
Yeah,
It's like
it's a lot more in the South
that
where
church
the women have
shit.
taken the beating.
Yes.
Some of them have left, but some of them have taken those beatings for years, and then
And
it just,
I
for
think
some
it's
it stopped, for some it's still going on.
it's so isolated, right? And all some people got down there is the church, right? It's just like
Yes, yes.
it's like it's so, and it's just it makes it just, it reinforces the bullshit, man. Goodness
Right. And
gracious.
that's why I'm like, for majority of the women in my family, it's like, they getting taken care of. It is what it is. They do their thing. You know what I'm saying? They might have several different men, or they might have a real good husband. But I'm like, okay, but you wasn't raised with my uncle and them like that all the time. So where do you come in allowing this, when you've seen many of the women in our family get well taken care of, honey? What is going on with you? What happened with you? Did something happen to you in college? Because
Something
after
happened.
college, she was a whole lot different. It's like, oh, so you fall for all sorts of okie doke. What is wrong with you? So it's real wild. It's real wild, but I'm just happy it's not me. And I be
Girl.
telling her like, yo, sister, look, think about it. If you ever want to come to the rest of us sisters and have a talk and get away, we will help you. But then she be like, you so crazy, and
No,
I'll be
it's
like, no,
serious. I'm
I'm
very
for real
serious.
as fuck, or excuse me, I'm for real as heck.
It's like people don't realize like how exhausting those type of relationships are, right? And again, we ain't perfect, girl. We know I was in one a little while ago. Just well, not like that, but just a crazy relationship where you just like, what? Like, life is short as shit. I don't understand.
Absolutely.
I
It,
don't
it's
understand.
life
Like,
is too
you
short.
have
First of all, even if life was
one.
long, why would you want to spend so much time being used or abused or
Abuse.
played, or that
Why
brings me
not
back
be
to like,
happy? Why
it,
sitting in your
choose
house?
happy, choose
Child,
you,
let me
choose
tell
you.
you. When I realized, okay, I can't stay with this nigga forever. I remember my husband went to school to be an architect, right? He had to design a house once, right? Actually build a house from a spot, all of this shit. He made this shit, he made a model of it. And do you know why he's showing me the model? I just kept thinking of all the places in this house I could hide.
Girl. Oh, so
All the
it's not just
places,
me.
the
It's not
closets,
just me.
the oh look, there's a space behind the washer and dryer. It's I'm at the time I'm like 27, but like that mentality is wild.
Right.
Why? When you can live
You
in
have to think of
a
those
life
things
where
though.
you are just happy, and it's like it's like even arguments are just regular arguments, and you just be happy. But like sometimes some of us just get in some situations, and like that's it. And we just think that's as good as it's gonna get. It's not. It gets
Exactly. And
better.
that's what I wonder about with my relative. Like, does she think that this is the best she could get? Like, because he taking care of the house he's supposed to, and he doing it with your money. Let's just say that.
So he's not
So,
taking care of it. She is.
right. So he's not taking care of the house, but in her own illusion, and she thinking like, well, I don't have to worry about nothing. I just have to sit and try and look pretty and go to church, and everything is going to be taken care of long as I'm going to work.
That's not how that works. That's how you end up. What, like we say, them chicks who ended up with broken backs, and now they fucked up. They in Walmart working for minimum wage, right? Because they spent all
Yeah.
their time and money trying to half it up and build with a nigga who left her now with a whole bunch of money in his bank account to go find
In
him some
his bank
35
account.
year old to go find him some 35-year-old to go spend all that money on.
You feel me? Because I'm still looking at this chick like, oh, now I see why my cousin got fired at his job. Because I'm thinking like he could have saved her. But now I know why my cousin got fired, because she must have been, catching on to the side piece you got at the job.
Yep.
Because I'm looking like, how you get fired for old girl talking and spitting in your face and you telling her to back up? So because she ran away crying, you got fired? So you didn't put your hands on her, right? She like, no. She like, I looked up and they came in and told me I was fired. And I was like, you ain't never did nothing else there. You ain't got no, you probably could sue. And she like, you know what? My problem is I went to him about it and he could have easily saved my job. He over them. I'm like, you know what? I don't know. But like I said, when his party came up and this chick came out, I'm like, oh. And my cousin like, that's the broad right there that I was telling you about, that every time I look up, she in his office. I'm like,
I ain't built like that. We would have fought.
You feel me?
I would have been like, it would have been so ghetto. I'd have had Vaseline the whole nine, bitch. I'd have showed up with a head tie.
I'm sitting up there at the party thinking like, wait a minute, like,
who would have jumped you? Me
who
and
is she?
Me,
Like, is she a relative or something that works up at his job? Who is it? And you know me, I'm asking the other family. I look at the other table. I'm like, she one of y'all family members? No? Oh, okay. So then she kept going with her story, and I'm like, she let us know she the side chick. I'm looking around like, where my family member at? Let me see if she calm, cool, and collective. Maybe nobody want to act the fool up in this place because it costs too much to be in here for this event. Maybe they don't want to have an interruption of the event. But if my relative blink one eye wrong, I'm just gonna jump up and have to fight the girl.
Baby,
I'm too grown to be doing it, but
I saw the blink.
I'll do it.
I saw it. I
Listen,
saw you blink at me, sis.
she was too busy smiling like it wasn't bothering her. But then she told us later she had a talk with him, and I'm like, so that's all y'all had was a little talk?
No, she was
A little talk,
crying.
but he's still driving your brand new car, though. He would have never drove that car again.
He told her to shut up, and he smacked it. No.
I'm like, oh my goodness, where did you come from? And why? What happened to you? What is wrong? But like I said, I have to sit back sometimes and be like, okay, just shut up. Just shut up, because she ain't listening. She not listening.
Can't save her if she don't want to be saved.
Yeah. And it's real sad. It's real sad. And I'm just like, okay. I think about it all the time.
No,
And it's so funny because he gives the best Christmas gifts too, y'all. His Christmas gifts be way, his Christmas gifts are way better than hers. If it's left, but
because he got money
now
to
that I
do
think
that.
about it, I was just about to say that. Like, wait. Now that I think about it, maybe the reason why she can't give us good gifts is because he don't allow her to. I just wait till I call my relatives and tell them like, yo, the reason why we be getting these dollar store gifts, and he gives all the nice gifts, is because it's not really her. It's her, but it's not really her. He only give her what he can give her. He only gives her what he want to give.
He probably give her like $50 and tell her figure it out, and she got to buy all y'all gifts.
Because I swear we have cracked jokes for years like, oh my goodness, we got a dollar store sock. Oh my goodness, we got, I kid y'all not. She told us one year like, yeah, I got y'all something good. And we thinking like, oh, square business, right? We look up, everybody got one of those. You remember limited, right? Limited too. So
Yeah.
I guess they had a sale,
Oh
right?
God.
Where you
Oh
get
God.
these 3 nice little tank toppies, the little spaghetti strap tank toppies in a pack, right? For little or nothing. But why we only got one of them? So she bought a couple of packs, but gave us all one. And I mean, like the pack was like $7. And we kind of all opened our gift all excited, wait. He wanted to say nothing, but you know I had to crack that joke.
I'd have said something, girl. Keep your gifts. I said, you
Girl,
see what?
look.
I'm an asshole because I would have said, I know he don't give you money to buy no gifts, so just keep them shits. You need it. Go put
But
that
see,
money
at the
away.
time, I don't think we even thought about that because nobody's ever mentioned that to me. So I'm thinking right now, like, epiphany. This is why for the last several years, our gifts have been horrible. Like, oh my God. One year, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. One year, my daughter got a Christmas gift from her. And her daughter walked out as my daughter was opening the gift. And her daughter a little hater anyway. But her daughter walked out as my daughter was opening the gift. Right? Listen to me, y'all. And she said, "Oh, thanks, Mom, for getting rid of that sweater I didn't like." What? Did you re-gift? So you just didn't have a Christmas gift at all. So you just figured like whatever Sonya, or excuse me, I didn't say the name. Whatever your daughter don't want, you just go give to my daughter. So now I understand why, because epiphany moments are hitting me, y'all. She went to Disney World and she went to Disney World knowing that my daughter loves Disney stuff and came back with a shirt that was one of those 3 for $10 shirts that says, I love, what is that? I love Kizami. And I'm like, is this what you brought my daughter back? Like I don't spend
Kept
50
that
to
shit.
$125 on your daughter for Disney stuff when we go to Disney?
She could have kept it, child. She could have kept it. Mm-mm.
But but here's the honesty of it though. Here's the honesty. Oh my goodness. Wait till I call her and then call somebody, because I gotta tell her first. I gotta say it to her first before I can even decide to breathe it elsewhere.
Like, girl,
But
don't even waste your money. That's the money she should be stacking away in an actual bank account.
that's what I'm
Or
gonna have a talk with her for. That's exactly what I'm gonna say. Like, look, listen, I done had the epiphany. I understand why the gifts have been like this now. And I want you to know I'm gonna have a talk with some people that you don't have to give us gifts anymore, because you need to save every dime of that money. He ain't gotta know. He might have access to her account, but he ain't gotta know that you keeping that money for yourself, because reality is she's trying to give us with the best that she can give us. And we looking at her like she crazy. Like, why you even giving us these little crazy gifts?
that shit is so sad.
But she's trying to do from her heart. And we have been thinking all this time, this crazy heifer, either she don't like us, or, you know what I'm saying? Because your husband give us great gifts. I get purses and stuff. And here it is. You come in the door with dollar store socks and stuff. We really be thinking like, she must don't like none of us in the family, because why we keep giving these horrible gifts?
No, Mrs.
Birthday
Wright
gifts,
said
we
it.
get
She said,
$5 and he giving us $20. Like, why you only giving us $5? We give you 20 to 50 every year. What's going on? So, an epiphany. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy I talked to y'all,
yes,
because it's like, oh my goodness, I have now got to reach out to her and say, yo, from now on, you save that money, and if not, when you give it to us, we just gonna put it in an account for you.
for you. That's what you want to do. Give us the money. I'll put it whole in a don't worry about it. When the money you
Don't
get,
worry about it.
just hand it over. Just hand it over. Send random money when you get a little $10-$20, and I'll put it because you're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna need it, sis.
She's going to need it, because I hate to say this, but he's going to leave her. He has a track. He's left 3 other women. While he was married to other women, he's left these 3 women. And you just about to be lady number 4. It doesn't matter that you done solidified yourself at his church.
What that mean? What does that
What that
mean?
mean? You
Please.
think because the last wife joined his church and he booted her out as soon as he booted her to get with you? Ma'am, You ain't solidified yourself that tight, but maybe she did. Maybe she did because, you know, she up there preaching nowadays. So maybe she
Yeah.
has solidified herself and maybe he won't leave. I don't know. But I'm thinking he got enough balls. He'll leave.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want her to be out here looking like, oh my God. Yeah, she got a good job. She'll bounce back. But
Yeah,
you know what I'm
no.
saying?
Yeah.
I mean, the house that she put majority of the money on is in his name. I found that out 2 years ago. They were talking about something for the house, and she was like, well, his name is on the house, so that's why I have to get his permission. Wait, so your name not on the house at all?
What?
Didn't you front majority of the down payment?
Girl.
Now, that's
Girl.
another thing. If y'all don't want your family members to be concerned about y'all, don't tell them all your business.
Yep.
Don't let them see all the stuff that go on.
That shit is
If,
crazy.
I had to ask my auntie, like, auntie, you let that go down? And she like, yeah, I was there, and but that's what she wanted to do. Auntie, you a player, you a boss. What are you doing?
Wow. Listen,
So
you can't make her better than she thinks she is. That's it.
that I feel ever more bad for her now. Cause I swear I was thinking like, Lord have mercy. Oh, okay. So I just seen a comment. I just hit the comment section and saw the comment say, where's her dad? Honey, her dad is a deadbeat that ended up quitting his job so he would not have to pay child support. And that
Oh, okay.
was okay. And she 50 something years old. He did that back when she was a teenager.
Okay. It makes sense now.
He quit the job.
She's desperate. She thinks she has to work. She thinks she what's hold on. Wait a minute. Something is happening.
Oh, what's going on? All right, well, shout out to everybody in the chat. I guess to keep away from dead space, I will read some of these comments. Let me see. Um, Sounds like a cult. Misha, I don't know. I don't go to their church, honey. I don't go to their church, so I don't even know. Cat Mouth says she's being abused. I don't know if she's physically being abused, but I'm for sure that emotionally,
Yeah.
mentally, and spiritually, she's being abused. And
Yeah.
I can tell that. We can see that an abuse is abuse. So I can see that. So you good over
Wow.
there, Jovi?
Yeah, that was my neighbor. I had a package.
Okay. Okay.
She was making sure I got my
Girl.
package.
Ooh,
Girl. Oh.
child. The epiphany of it all. Oh my goodness, y'all. I never really thought about it until this moment. And I guess it takes me to talk about the whole
Whole thing.
nature of what's been going on for me to connect that dot like boom. That's why y'all all get horrible gifts and she be thinking she doing something. Cause she trying to do something from her heart with
Yeah.
what she got.
With what she got. Yep. It's
And if that's
sad as
what she
shit.
got, then player, we gonna keep that for you.
Yeah. I don't need it. I don't need it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, she have to have daddy issues to deal with that shit. It has to be some wild shit where she think like she feeling like she gotta earn it.
Yes. And
Like
listen,
she
she
gotta
loves her
earn
dad.
his
Oh my goodness.
love and she gotta
She
earn
loves her little kooky daddy. She be like, I checked on my dad, such and such on my dad.
He's a
And I be
deadbeat.
looking like,
He's a
he
deadbeat.
a deadbeat. But
The fact
if
that
you
she
want to
goes
love on
so
your
hard
daddy,
for a deadbeat says why her life is like that. She want to love up on her
oh yeah.
deadbeat dad
Oh
who
yeah,
never
because
did nothing for
her
her.
other siblings do not pay any attention to daddy, okay? But she be like, I gotta go check on my dad and such with my dad. I gotta make sure my dad went and got his COVID shot. Now listen, the only connection that she has to her dad is when she reached out to her dad. It ain't like he be reaching out to her.
That
He
nigga
can't
running
even point out her grandkids in a crowd of family members. Okay?
it's pathetic.
So
It's
it's
pathetic.
it's crazy. Oh my goodness, that is so
XO
crazy.
said at this point she couldn't complain about her relationship to me anymore. I wouldn't want to hear nothing about
I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why I'm like, why even tell us about this stuff? It in your mind, you should just be thinking, oh, you know what? I probably shouldn't even mention this, or I probably even make this
it.
statement
Yeah.
because I'm
Yeah.
gonna look crazy.
Yeah. Like,
She says stuff so casually, and it's like,
because
is
for
that a
her
cry out
it's
for help?
normal. Because she has become so that when people, sir, it's normal. It's normal for her. You know, she think everybody getting mistreated the way she getting mistreated. She think that shit is good treatment. She think that shit is normal. So that's why she says it, because only it's like, you know, only people say things like that when they think it's normal and other people go through it. And then when they realize they don't, that's when they be like, oh, okay. Like, no.
No. But you know what? Here's the funny part. Okay, so I wanna say that I've been to the church that she goes to several times over the years. And to me, I can see where some people still live that old school church life where it looked like y'all allowed men to beat y'all. Y'all allowed men to run over y'all. That seems like some of those members, right? But then the pastor is the son of who used to teach these older people, right? So him and his wife don't seem like they follow with that type of thing. So it becomes to wonder, like, well, is it because he was raised in that church up under the old pastor them and all his family members them belong to the church where they still live that type of life? And so my sister just
I stopped
conformed
going
to
to
it.
the church that I used to go to because it was my ex-husband's church. You cannot get it is never like you can't go to some dude. You just can't. You can't. Like they're always gonna be, they're gonna accept everything that they did because to them he's great. He can't be,
Probably so, because you know
he
they
can't
be
be
happy to
so
have
bad
men in
because
church nowadays.
they desperate for him, and he can't be so bad because he was raised in their church. It's you who weren't raised in their church, so something wrong with you. So even if she wants to go to the pastor and say, "Oh, this nigga hitting on me," or he doing this, or he doing that, it can't be so bad because he was raised here. You are the heathen.
That could be true, because like I said, the pastor and the first lady over there, the pastor, the first lady, and two of the deacons, I've kind of like checked out the scene, because you know me, I'm nosy. Or I'm not nosy, but I'm nosy and curious when I need to be. So I'm looking around at how these people operate. And it seemed like the younger set of people are not that bad, but that older set of people, they a little different.
Yeah.
So
And
it's like, can I
if he
really
grew up in
blame?
that, if he grew up in that, that's how he grew up. That's again, but that's
Yeah,
also
you know
why
what I'm
you
saying?
have to know how people are raised and what they, and even, you know, saying, okay, he go to church. How deep is this? What's the upbringing?
Yeah.
This man could kill his wife and they'll still say he was so great. I don't know. It was the devil got him that real quick time. No accountability.
You remember when that pastor killed his wife and then killed himself, and they thought that maybe they had been robbed or something, and then turned out, you know, that's what it was. The pastor shot his wife and then shot himself. Like, you know, I do believe that there are some churches that are like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I would go to the church every now and then to peep the scene, you know, and see what's going on. And it seems like since the father in them has passed away, the son leads the church a little different, because those younger people that are there, they're different. And I be thinking to myself, like, well, I wonder why my relative don't look at that and be like, they different and they happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they different and they happy. Give me a second, let me read that.
She said the youth in all religion changed. She said her family, the Muslim girls, yep, they out here wearing makeup now. Okay.
Yes, they are.
These younger kids, they know what they know because they know it's stupid. They know it's dumb. They know everything in your religion is not, a lot of that shit is set up to hold you back, to fuck you up.
Yeah, yeah. Because I did have a conversation with a friend of mine and her church, and she was like, you know, I heard you, I'm back in Detroit. So she like, I heard you back in Detroit and, you may be looking for a place of worship. And I was like, nah, you know how I am. And she was like, yeah. I was like, wait. I was like, now, are you going to tell me you changed churches? Because, I don't like your church. And she like, well, I just think, since your accident that you need to, come on back home. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, girl, I will never go to a church that asks for your W-2s and that wants your bank account, your route number and information because they want to be able to draft out money from your account every week to pay tithes. I will never go to a place where people are sitting in sections based on how much they tithe. I'm never going to want to be at your church.
Child.
Like what and she like, well, that people say that because it's a mega church and, people got feelings against mega church. No. I'm saying that because the moment that you invited me to your church and I had to be moved twice, I showed up early. They moved me twice. You hear me? They moved me twice because I was not part of the tithing sections of those amounts. I didn't understand it the first time I got moved, but I understood it after I asked the question the second time. So then it's like, wait a minute. Okay, all right. Then we sit up there and I'm holding discussions because I realize there's some people that I know that go to the church. And then they telling me outside the church, we out there talking, they want to tell me how it operates because they want me to join. Oh, you would do great here. You do good with the kids. You'll be doing good in the ministries and stuff. But then they got to talking about W-2s and drafting money out of their account every week. And they don't give 10%, they give 20%. What?
We don't even, can I say something? You in Detroit, bruh. I ain't really never been to Detroit, but I'm going to assume that it's hard. Like Brooklyn is hard. Like most places is hard. Most of us can't even afford to live off of our whole paycheck, let alone 80%.
Right. Ain't that crazy?
That shit madness.
Ain't that crazy? And even during the pandemic, they didn't even stop. Because that's the first question I asked. I said, let me ask you something. During the pandemic, did your church and them decide to like stop y'all from having to pay money like that at the church? And she was like, no, that's the time when you should be giving more. I said, you a fool.
You see why I can't, I just can't do any
You a fool.
organized religion, period. Because it implies that I'm stupid. I can't play stupid for other people. I cannot. I get that a lot of people, I can't, because I can't wrap my mind around nothing that you just said. It don't make
I'm looking at the members of the church. They don't look like they filthy rich.
How they fix their face to even argue these points to you like it makes sense.
Facts. How can y'all even say that? Talking about?
What are you talking about? What?
God saved you. You should have no problem paying tithe. See, that's your problem. You'll pay for everything else, but you don't want to tithe to the church and give God your all. That's where blessings come. I said, see, sweetheart. If you really must know, tithing was never a monetary thing in the first place. Okay? So if you knew that, you wouldn't be talking to me like this. See, your pastor leading you astray.
Yeah.
How did you go from 10% anyway to 20%? What are you talking about? And I can only sit in certain seats when I go there? All of y'all mostly looking about broke.
They buying seats. It's like
yes, VIP seating. That's so crazy to me. I'm like, what? And then the church sit in the hood. And so nothing about the, first of all, the church got a whole high school, middle school, elementary school in their building.
Ay, Dios mío.
I had to go and pick up a kid from that building. And I'm like, oh, y'all funky down here. Y'all ain't got no ventilation? Why do it look like that? Okay, so they just be having y'all down here in this little school basement setup system. See, I'm over here snitching. I ain't trying to snitch. But child,
no, for real. So
because anybody from Detroit is probably like, oh yeah, I know what she talking about.
They know. They already know the church. They already called it out. I just think they put you in the payment pending section.
And listen, I didn't get not a dime of money. Okay,
I wouldn't.
I didn't get not a dime of money.
I'm not even taking out $1 for just nothing. You get nothing. I'm going to
Nothing.
look at you like you crazy because you like my common sense is very common. I can't deal with it.
Yes. Yes. Like the audacity. I was like, oh my God. Girl, and you asking me to come? You trying to talk to me like I'm a whole heathen out here in these streets? No, ma'am.
The real question is the church sending multiple kids to college and paying for college tuition yearly? Because
you know what? That's
if
a good question.
because if
At
they
20%.
are we paying HBIC? Are we sending our kids to HBICs or SBI and paying for their whole tuition? If that's what
You
we're
know what?
doing,
No. I'm gonna
multiple
tell you
kids
this.
a year.
I'm for sure that ain't even how it work. No, I ain't gonna say for sure. I can guess very highly that that's not how it works
We
because
all can guess.
this same friend lost her husband. The husband that the pastor married them, okay, and she had to pay the pastor them. They had to pay the pastor to marry them, even though they've been in that church for years, okay. Had to pay the pastor to marry them, and when her husband ended up dying, her lights and stuff was getting ready to get cut off. She called me, and she didn't ask me at first. She kind of was just like, I'm gonna have to go to the church's whatever little program they got. It's like a program you got to sign up to find out if you're eligible for them to help you with your lights and your gas or whatever. So I was thinking like, oh, okay, well that's pretty cool because y'all church members. So maybe they feel like, if you are low income or you lost your job or something, because they know that they'll help you pay your stuff, right? Turns out, no, the church wasn't technically doing that. They were hosting these little events that were by DTE and DHS where the state helps you pay. So it's like, oh, well, your church still didn't help y'all do nothing.
My mama goes to a little Hispanic church with a whole bunch of Black Hispanics, and it's like 30 people in that church, but they help each other out. Like
yeah, see, I like churches that help.
They will go and write you a $1,000 check. Something happened. Like what are we talking about? Like I can't. And again, I still don't do church at all. But I'm saying, you just taking. You don't put nothing into the community. You don't help no kids.
You heard me say
the
community around the church is raggedy. You hear me? Raggedy. You got to go maybe like 2 blocks down and the house will start to look a little better. But that's only on that strip of the block. If you look around that block, raggedy.
LaRon, I did not realize this was you. Thank you so much for the donation. I literally just realized.
Shout out to LaRon again.
Child, he said, my friends went to a church in Cincinnati. The lights were off on a Sunday and they demanded money. Listen.
What?
It stresses me out that this is even a thing. The fact that this is a thing and these people get away with it and take everything, and then you'll die poor and alone with nothing. Can't even, half of these people give their lives and everything to the church and they can't even get buried. The pastor won't even fucking perform the ceremony for free.
Unless you putting some dollars out. Okay. Pastor don't know your name, but you in a VIP seat. Pastor don't know your name.
This shit's sick as
hell. Let me see what some of these comments saying, child.
She said that church is a cult. I think most churches are cults. I'll be very clear. I think it's
some of them are definitely.
I think it's all a little messy.
Wait, Misha. No, not the one on Dexter, honey. This one is on the east side.
Girl, see, y'all here talking about
y'all. Said, stop talking about the church on Dexter, no man. No man. This is on the east side.
We know that the church
and they have a family of singers, boo.
The church, she telling us the church on Dexter too, boo. Them too.
Right, you know what I'm saying, Donna? The one that I'm specifically talking about has a church full of family singers, I can't say a church full, but their family are known for being singers, and the pastor was robbed for whatever reason at a gas station in the hood. I have no idea what he was doing over there, but he got robbed a couple of years ago.
If you were watching the Detroit news, you know what ghetto ass church she's talking about. She said he was robbed. Oh my
He
God.
was robbed. I was like, what was he doing over there in the middle of the house? Okay. All right.
They expect people and that's what I never liked about it. And it's like it's always and it be the people who have
Yes.
the least. I know people, I used to go to school with people who had nothing because their mother gave it all to the church. I mean, motherfucker went to church 4 times a week, but didn't have no groceries in their house. They had church clothes, school uniform, but they didn't have
Girl.
no outside clothes. They didn't have nothing. And then you wonder why your child went off to be a drug dealer, why your child was out here wilding out, killing
Oh,
people. You gave them nothing and you gave it all to the church. But you want to pray
gave it
on
all
that.
to the church.
You want
Gave
to
it
pray
all
on
to the
that.
church.
Go ask, I
I
don't
be
know why
like, what?
my child, I gave so much to my child. You couldn't even buy your child a pair of Converses because you gave it all to the church.
But you know what the church tell you? That, people who are long suffering are blessed by God. And when you give all your money to the church, he will pour down a blessing among you. So that has messed up black people for a
We
long,
are these blessings.
long
We are these
time.
blessings when we are the struggle buddies of the fucking races. We
Right.
are these blessings. Where are they?
Where are the black? What if even if we ain't
What
getting complete blessings in our house, can we see the blessings coming through the church? Is there something that the church is doing with the youth? Is there something that
nothing.
the church are doing with the women who are looking for good men? Is there something for
Nothing.
the church where the men are looking for jobs or something? What is the
Nothing.
church really doing?
Is the church helping training these dudes to become electricians, plumbers, what HVAC people, mechanics? What is the church doing besides trying to take and take and take and take?
Girl,
But everything around the church is decrepit and falling the fuck apart.
that's a fact. Everything. There was
I,
one church that I went to as a kid, and when they used to have that building fund, that the
yeah,
church never got anything fixed, but they've been having a building fund for years, child.
because
I
you
went
know
to
what
this
that.
church,
You know
and the
what
first
I
time they
realized.
said building fund, I was like, oh my goodness, here go another church. And I was a teenager then. But truth be told, every dime that was brought in, he made sure every week everybody knew how much it was, what he
Mm,
was doing with it. We saw improvements in the church. It was
okay.
being rebuilt. The leakages were finally being fixed. And that was all within 1 year. And I was thinking, like, man, I grew up where church funds for stuff like that was going on all year, every year, and I never saw nothing get fixed.
You want to know what I found out about it and why I don't know why I decided never to donate to them again? You know that the building funds, right? They collect all that money. Let's say the building fund is 20,000. Let's say it's $50,000. They get $45,000. It's not the whole amount they want. By the end of the year, they have to write that money off. What they do, they write a check to the pastor. And now it's started all over again because you can't take money from one year to the next in a religious organization.
Never knew that. No
So that's
wonder.
what
Because
they
I be
do.
like,
That's what
and
they
that's
do.
probably
So
why
they
they
don't
always had that function every year. At the
mhm,
end of the year, they had
at
that
the end of
function
the
for the
year.
pastors now,
Yep.
and they want to give all that money to the
And
pastor
they
for
write
being
a
the
check.
pastor.
All that building fund money and everything
Wow.
because you cannot. It's a nonprofit, whatever. You cannot bring money from one year into the next. They write that shit off to the pastor. I found that shit out. Never again.
Girl,
Never
that you
again.
just opened my eyes with that one. Because I
Never
stopped paying attention
again.
too much to the church once I got older. I took a sabbatical. I enjoyed myself in Africa. I decided that I was going to be more spiritual than anything. And like I tell people now, the church that I help out, I only help out because I like their first lady and their pastor now. I don't
Yeah.
have like a connection to the message a lot of times that they give. But that's because I'm more spiritually built. So some of the
Mm.
stuff that they say is like where they want you to only rely on God. Sit back and wait. Your blessing is coming. Keep
No.
tithing in church. Keep coming to church. Your blessing is
No.
coming. So I don't really resonate with some of those messages. Now, some days he be sounding real good, but then other days I'd be like, okay, well, I'm gonna just, relax off to the side and run the program and keep it moving. So,
This
yeah,
is crazy.
that's what I'm dealing with.
She said wearing Rolex new suits, asking for planes and shit, while your congregation gotta eat bologna sandwiches. Gotta get a kid a bologna sandwich for the night.
Man, listen, I had to fuss my sister out when I was like 19 years old. My sister is older than me. I had to fuss at her, and she looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, I don't know that that's how you get your blessing. Now, here it is. She's struggling, right? And she ain't
Mm-hmm.
struggling because her ex-husband was not paying the money. She's struggling because she too busy trying to buy the pastor furs and stuff, help him pay his Cadillac. I'm like, wait a minute. Are these women paying for this?
It's like,
What?
you know what it's like? It's like they go to church and they think the pastor and the deacon is their man. The effort they put in, like, again, not even finding you should, we all know you ain't supposed to be giving men money anyway, but the effort they put into these men, then they wonder why they lonely. Half of them, the effort they helping the pastor pay for this and boinking a pastor and boinking a deacon and up in church trying to give to the tithe and spending all their money. I don't understand. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
don't understand. And you ain't never gonna get me to understand that. Because if you ask me, the men of the church should be taking care of the women and the children at the church. I don't know where it became. I'm like, are you crazy? Now you mad at your ex-husband and want him to pay more, which he paying a lot.
She
He
said,
paying a lot and he giving stuff. And you mad at him because you want to pay more into the pastor?
I would leave you. Can I say that? If I was a man, I would leave you. I knew a couple who went through marital problems for about a good 10, 15 years. He didn't leave, but behind, she got saved and she got saved. And before she got saved, they grew up together and that was his road dog and they would drink and smoke and chill and da 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 da. And she got saved and to him, he lost his wife. And she couldn't understand what the fuck was the problem, but you became a whole different damn person. It is what it is. He didn't marry that person. She said the pastor asked for $25 for each year they were married from each person. That's 620. Listen, it's the hustle. If I was less,
Hold
if I
on,
was,
wait. Here's the hustle for y'all. I've heard at a church, I kid y'all not. I heard of a church tell its members, if you love your pastor enough for his anniversary, you'll give him $1,000.
oh, I've heard that. I've heard
A
that.
thousand
The
dollars.
$1,000 goals and all of that. Yeah. Like
No, not
it's
the thousand
like
dollar seed, child. Just saying, if you love your pastor, give him $1,000 for his anniversary. I was like, what? $1,000?
hmm.
Did
And
pastor
these
even
are
give
the
me
same.
$20?
These are the same people who will turn around and can't pay for their child to go to college.
Can't pay for their child to go to college. Can't pay for their child to get into any activity to keep them
They
out the
child. There
streets.
you go. They child can't even go to an after school program.
Right.
They can't even afford. These are the same people that will
They
wind
can't get
up
the
paying
tutor
for
they
the
need.
fucking after school program for their child, but they go ahead and give all that money and more to the damn pastor.
Is that crazy? This is
I'm
some
over
wild
it.
stuff.
I'm over it. I ain't doing it, girl. I ain't doing it. Anyway, let me get out of here because I'm hungry and it's almost 3 o'clock. Y'all always have me here. Now we've been on for over 2 hours, Jada. How did we go
Listen,
from
I was
Stevie
just about to
J?
say I'm about to be in trouble because I'm supposed to be in my appointment in almost 15 minutes. Thank
Oh,
God
girl,
this one is
get
close by
out
the
of
house.
here.
You
Get
know me,
out of
I'm usually
here.
gone by now. I'm usually gone by now, and I look like, what time is it?
That's what happened when we start the running off at the daggone mouth.
Yes. Oh my goodness. And I'll be trying to get there like 30 minutes early just in
I
case I can get seen
know.
real quick.
I
I got to
know,
go through
girl.
this snow. I'm still not driving yet, so
Oh, you
all
got
I got to do
snow?
is call my neighbor and be like, "Hey," because y'all know who my neighbor is. So,
All right. Who? Oh, I don't. Mm-mm, mm-mm. All right, Jada, go get ready, child. We about to end this show any daggone way. I appreciate you coming up and keeping us entertained. I thoroughly enjoy you, sis.
Thoroughly. And thank you for having me on. Shout out to everybody in the chat. And I will see you guys later. Let me get out of here.
Okay, guys. Oh, I'm starving like Marvin. Okay, so I'm gonna go get me like a slice of pizza or something, and then hopefully I'll make a video or two. I'll post them. They'll get posted today. But nonetheless, I want to say, y'all heard that? Did y'all hear about that? It was the plumber. I told did y'all hear about that in the church walls? We're done. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live it. Thank you all for coming. We'll see you tomorrow, 12 Eastern. What, 9 Pacific? Is it 9 Pacific, Jada? What time is it over? I mean, DC, what time is it over there? I think it's 12 Eastern. I think it's 9 Pacific, child. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Nonetheless, I love you. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden. Because there's no other way to live it. Yes, thank you. It is 9 Eastern Pacific.